everyone. Can anybody hear me or see me? There I am. Hi, Zoila, Paula Mint, Ganny Joe, Jen Reeves, Elizabeth. Thanks for coming in, guys. It wasn't letting me come in at first. So, but I'm here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Paula's at the doctor, so she's in the chat, but she can't be up on the panel. We're hoping she gets good news at the doctor's today. So I wanted to show you what I have done on my skull cardigan so far. I have it all put together and I'm working on the sleeves. I got one sleeve down to the cuff and the other sleeve I've started. So here's the front. Oh, and it's inside out still. And then this sleeve is done except for the cuff. I have to do the cuff part. Sorry about that. I was playing with my phone holder the other night. Hi, Joe. Thanks for coming in. And then I started on the sleeve on this side. So this is what it will look like when it's turned right side out. Thank you, Beth. How is your guys's coming along? I still have to do the inside trim, the bottom trim, and then the cuffs. And my daughter has asked me to use the neon variegated to do those parts. So I'm hoping that it turns out really good. And I got tons of things to tie in. Look at all those. Ugh. The worst part of a project. But I'll get it there. And these bags I showed you a while back, oh my gosh, they work perfect for a ball of yarn. Just perfect. I could not believe how well it worked. Because my skein of yarn kept getting knotted up as I went with the putting it together in the sleeve. And I was getting so frustrated having to undo all the yarn barf. And I thought, I'm just going to roll it up. And then when I did, I thought, oh gosh, that means the ball is going to roll all over the place. And I remembered that I had these by my bed, so I grabbed one. And I could not believe how well it worked. It was like awesome. Hi, Kim G. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everyone. And I wanted to ask, I've gotten a couple people's squares for the Friendship Afghan. Do you guys want to see the squares as they come in? Or should we just wait and be surprised after I get them all and I send them to you? What is your thoughts on that? I got this little bag at Target. They had little ones like this, and then they had a medium sized one. It was probably this tall, and then probably size of two of these around. They were right inside the door where they had that little square area that has all that stuff for, I think it's under $5. All right, Joe says show them. Beth says wait. And Beth, are you doing the squares one whole square at a time? Because I found that if you do just the skull first and do all the skulls that you need, and then go back and do the outer part of the square, it goes way faster. I can send you a picture, Ganny Joe. Because Ganny Joe's came today and Dee's came a while back. Dee, she's like a speed crocheter. All right, well, I want to show this. Ganny Joe sent me her squares today. And in with the squares was a couple other things that I want to share with everybody. It made me cry when I first opened it and seen what it was. This is a wrap that she made. Isn't that gorgeous? It opens up. It's still folded in half, so it's pretty good size. But it's got the fringe on the end. But the design, I want you to look at the design on it really well. Isn't that gorgeous? It just amazingly beautiful. I love it. And I said I cried because the whole meaning of the friendship afghan to me is that if I'm having a bad day, that I can just wrap up in my friendship afghan and know that all of you are, right there, and hopefully it will make my day get better. And then in with the wrap was this set here, which is gorgeous also. All right, so there's a set of earrings. And then this brown part is a leather strap that goes to a necklace. And then the bracelet also. I just love it. It's so gorgeous. So that's what I got from Ganny Joe besides her squares. Thank you, Zoila, for dropping Ganny Joe's link to her channel. Yes, Beth, D crochets is super, super fast. The squares came, I believe we said the end of January. See if I missed anything here. All right. Hi, Mimi. Mimi says, Diana and Paul, I'm sorry I'm not able to stay in live. I left my DNA and I have started my granny squares. Talk to you later. Bless all my sweet friends. Oh, thanks, Mimi. Hi, Kirsten. So the skull cardigan, it doesn't take real long. I found because what I did was I did all the skulls first, and then I went and did the outer part of the square, and then I laid them out and stitched the sides up. And then I just kept going. I did one side. I just kept going. I went up to the armpit, and then I went around and with this, the same yarn, and did the sleeve. Now, my daughter Kaylin wants me to try doing the cuff, the inside trim, and the bottom trim with the neon variegated that come with these colors. And I think that's going to look really nice. Danny Joe, I know you like purple and thought of you when I was making up the box for the squares. I'm so glad you like it, Diana. I love it, Danny Joe. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And just for anyone that's still making the skull squares, I did find that when I was making mine, it has you do 4 triple crochets when you're doing the skull part, and then when you do the square part, it has you do a slip stitch across those 4 triple crochets the first row, and then the second row is you do a double crochet over them. And I found that if you go right through the center of the slip stitch and do your double crochet through that way, that it covers up the bottom of the skull color. And because I found that if you didn't do that, then the bottom of the skull color comes through. And there's one of them, my first one I did that. I want to see if I can find it here to show you the difference. Probably not, of course. No, of course not. I don't see it. But it does make a difference because, like I said, the bottom of the chin, it shows the skull color if you don't go through the middle of the slip stitches. I mean, and that's just something really minor to that you could do to fix it. But I don't know. I'm not seeing it now, but it does show. So that's a helpful tip. And if you do all the squares first and then go back and do the outer part of the square, that makes it go super fast. And then when I put the front panels on, I don't know if I did it right, but I left 5 stitches on the inside of each front panel for when I do the collar and the front trim. Thank you, Zoila. I love these colors too. And I got one more set. I bought 2 sets from Hirschner's of the neon yarns. I don't remember what names were the 2 sets, but I kept one set for me, and then this set's for Kaylin. Yes, Ganny Joe, the friendship squares are due in January. But just let me know if you want to see them as they come in, or if you want me to wait and surprise everybody, or wait and show when I have more than 1 or 2 to show, because we can do it either way. But so what is everybody working on right now? Anything special? Joe, they got to be 12 by 12s. 12 inches by 12 inches. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry for the crinkle. All right. This is Danny Joe's squares. She tied them up in a bow and everything. So that's what they look. She did the cat stitch. Let me see if I can get one out. There. Oh, and Danny Joe, you put a tag on it, so I don't have to do that. Email me where you got these tags, because these would be perfect for everybody's squares, Danny Joe. That's awesome. All right. So this is Danny Joe's squares. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to try making a hat with this stitch soon. And then this is D squares. You put one on each side, Danny Joe? All right, awesome. Thank you. Because I was going to do like business cards, but I wasn't for sure. I was going to get like business size ones and then like cut them in half and do it and, do it that way. Joe S is working on a blanket. Kim G is working on the men's sweater still, but I'm starting the first sleeve. I've had to wing it a lot because of hubby's measurements. I'm still working on Michael's because I had him try it on, and I had to order more yarn because I didn't have enough yarn to make the front trim wider. So as soon as I get it done, I will get a picture of him with it on and share it with everybody. Zorla says, wow, awesome job, Danny Joe. Love the bow touch. Me too, that's cute. Paula Mint says, winging it is great, Kim, which is true. You got to put your own, into some of the stuff. Kim G, awesome. Zorla, nice, Joe. All right. So this is the bag that I've been forgetting to bring up here. Paul, I don't know, was it last week before last, when I came down sick for about 4 days, I got a package in the mail and I wasn't expecting it. And when I opened it, I was so shocked and in love with it. Paula Mint, being the amazing person and friend she is, sent me a bag. She said she sent it to cheer me up. Wait till you see this. It is a quilted tote bag. Here's the handles. Isn't that beautiful? It is. I just love it. And the inside, she's even did a lining on the inside. So that is just gorgeous. And I really appreciate Paula for sending that to me. Danny Joe needs to concentrate on making Christmas gifts. Hi, Katie's been yarnified. Yeah, the size of it is like perfect, Katie, isn't it? Look at that. Yep, it's perfect. Diana, do you happen to have both Lion Brand Ombre and Gradient? They're both acrylic, but Gradient is so much softer, and I'm trying to figure out why. I have not gotten either one of them yet, Beth. I've seen them. Wait, I've only seen one, and it's the ones that Dee got and that she's making her Christmas gift Afghans out of, and I'm wanting to say it's the Gradient, or it's Gradient or Ombre, I'm not sure, and it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to try some. I don't know why one would be softer than the other, though. Are they both 4-weight, or is one 3-weight and one's worsted, or? Katie, the fabric and colors, it's awesome. It is. It is just the most gorgeous bag. They're both 4-weight. Huh. Hi, Alley Cat. I don't know, Beth, why one would be way softer than the other then. I know, like, Red Heart, the variegated is, to me, the variegated is very scratchy and stiff compared to the solid colors. But some Red Heart solid colors are super soft and some are not soft at all. So with Red Heart, I never can tell. I have to feel it before I buy it. Lion Brand, most of theirs to me is soft. Everybody's saying hi to Alley Cat. Would anybody else know why the Gradient and the Ombre is, that one of them? Which one is it, Beth, that's softer, the Ombre or the Gradient? Now I'm going to have to go and buy some of each just so I can see the difference. Hi, Michael. Thanks for coming in. I showed him my skull cardigan that we're working on. Here's mine. I'm working on the sleeves, and then I have the trim to do. And right now I got the one sleeve done down to the cuff, and then the other one I've got started. And then I showed this wrap that Ganny Joe sent me with her friendship squares. It is just gorgeous. I'm not sure what yarn she used either, but this is super soft yarn. Super, super soft. Oh my. This is the back of the wrap. I've not done anything like this before. I didn't realize that the back would look different than the front. Is this what they call mosaic, Ganny Joe? And then Ganny Joe's squares for the friendship afghan. And here's D squares for the friendship afghan. So I'll start showing these as they come in. And I got envelopes ready to put all of them in, as they come in, so that they'll be ready to send out when I get all of them. Oh, Beth, the ombre is 3 weight, so then the gradient is 4 weight. That might be why. If the ombre is softer, that might be why. Oh, I didn't think. I don't know what tapestry looks like up close, Katie. So I don't think I would know the difference either. The square, we're doing a friendship afghan, and everybody's making squares, and then we're going to swap the squares so that everybody gets one of each of our squares to make a friendship afghan out of, Katie. Beth, sorry that was wrong. They are both 4 weight, but ombre is 100% acrylic, gradient is 90% acrylic and 10% nylon. They're really cute, Kim. Can you see it? That's the tag that she put on them. And it says handmade with love, and then on the back it has her name. So if I find out where she got them from, I'm going to order some and I will attach them to each square so that everyone knows who made what squares when they get them. Mosaic carries the yarns, but tapestry just puts it in when needed for color changes. Oh. Well, I'm not sure what she did. Huh. Joe S., I would say one might be rougher than the other because of the dyeing. Yeah, that could be too. Danny Joe, sorry, baby dude. Duty called me away. I got those off of Temu. Oh, cool. Danny Joe, the wrap that you sent me, is that tapestry or is that mosaic? Yes, Katie, I'm asking that everybody is sending me their squares, and then I'm going to put each one of each square in an envelope for each person that is joined, and then send the squares out to everybody. And then when they get them put together, I've asked that they all send me a picture so that I can do like a slideshow and show all of them what each one looks like. I can't wait. I've been super excited about doing this project. Beth, which one is softer? The one with the nylon or one without? Joe, we're each doing 17 squares. The one with nylon is softer. So, and that's the gradient. Is the soft one gradient or ombre, Beth? Danny Joe says row by row mosaic, I think. It's a one of a kind from my hook. Katie, yes, it is Joe Speakman. Joe only lives about 15 minutes from me. And I love that it's a one of a kind, Ganny. I just love it. And it is so soft, super, super soft. Is it the nylon that makes it softer, Katie? I'm still learning some of that stuff. I mean, I've been crocheting for years, but for the longest time, the only yarn I had access to was Red Heart. You know, so there wasn't a whole lot to learn about Red Heart. And then I got comfortable enough to buy yarn off the internet because for the longest time I didn't want to use my debit card online. So then once I started using my debit card, then I kind of went a little crazy for a while and got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I would love to find out about the fibers, the weights, you know, things like that. Hi, Mateo. Katie says, hi, Joe. So good to see you. I think about you and haven't seen you in a long time. I always think about when you were on the phone with Jess SMC when we were at the Fiber Festival. One of these days, Joe, we need to find a fiber festival in our area because I would really like to go to one. Hi, Denise Lee. Huh, just that little bit of nylon. That's crazy that it makes that much of a difference. Denise and Mateo, here is the squares that Ganny Joe and Dee sent in for the friendship Afghan. This one is Ganny Joe's. It's the cat stitch. And then this one is Dee's. I think she said hers was a flower pattern, some kind of flower pattern. When you say plying the yarn, Katie, is that like mixing two together? Joe, I'm usually around somewhere, LOL. You do go on different channels. Katie, I haven't done the cat stitch yet either. I have ever since Mama G made she did a hat and then she did a cardigan, I believe, in that order, but I could be wrong. But ever since then, I'm like, oh, I want to try doing the hat with the cat stitch. That, I mean, her hats look awesome. And she actually had put hats in her Halloween advent bags. So everybody that got one got a hat. So, but I think the cat stitch, I mean, you could use it for anything. I think it would make a really cute afghan or scarf. It definitely makes a cute hat and cardigan, but I would think you could use that for just about anything. Hi, Ellie. Thanks for coming in. Joe S. I am usually hanging out backstage, or what if I could John or Herbs? Katie, plying. I'm spinning 2 singles together to make a double ply yarn. Okay. Are you doing the same color or 2 different colors? I think when you guys spin that fiber and stuff, that's just amazing, but I don't want to go down another rabbit hole. Uh-oh. Zorla says she's got to hide her phone. Be right back. I got some fiber a couple weeks ago that I'm sending to Crystal, the yarny chicken cat lady, so that she can spin it up.
I'm out of here. What the where was it?
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to City Hall, then the gas station. Tell Marilee to eat that cereal that's on my bed. It got Nutella in the middle.
Okay. Thank you. It's wool, but I'm not sure what kind of wool. I got I got some yarn for this one from this one lady that I'm using to make hats for the homeless. We have a shelter that is getting ready to open in my area. It is the first and the only homeless shelter in this area. So I have started making hats to donate to them. And she had this fiber and asked if I had any use for it. So let me grab some of it and show you. I'm not going to be able to get it out of the bag without destroying the whole bag. But this is one of the colors. And then there's another color there. But it's really soft. I mean, it's just a bunch of this just kind of wadded up. But the one color I mainly got for Crystal is a hot pink, and it is really pretty. So I got more of my yarn room done this week. I can only do a little bit at a time, so it's taken me longer than I want to get it done. But I was telling Dee today that I'm giving myself to the end of November, and I want all of this gone through and either get rid of it or put it up on the shelves. Yeah, it's actually like a burnt orange, Katie. The lighting in my room here isn't great at all. I'm working on that. I gotta figure out what to do, but it's like a burnt orange, and then there's a kind of a white with a gray, And then there's the hot pink. There's a little bit of red. I have 2 trash bags of it, so I just didn't know what to do with it. But Crystal said she would take the hot pink. Yeah, it could be a rust color. Oh, Joe, you have no idea what what I'm getting rid of. I don't have the room. Beth, in my hometown, Aurora, Illinois, they had a tall fence in the middle of downtown where people would put hats, scarves, gloves, and coats for anyone that needed them. That's a cool idea. That is a cool idea. Yeah, I didn't think she would choose the hot pink either, but she did. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just I'm all this stuff that is on the floor right now is stuff I have to go through, and if it's stuff that I don't think I'm going to use soon, it's going. I just, I want my house back. And ever since my mom has passed, it's not been the way it's supposed to be. So I need to get all her stuff put away and go through my stuff. I can do that, Kim. I know I got yarn. One thing I found is I found a whole bunch of bags of things that I've started to make and never finished. Well, the way my memory is, there's no way I'm going to remember what I was making. So now, do I frog it all and just ball it up? Do I just throw it away? Because I'm to the point that I, you know, and I never have thought this way, but I'm to the point where I just think, just throw it away. Because there's no way I would be able to find out what I was making. There's no way. True, Joe. I do know where you live. You might wake up someday with the box full of stuff on your porch. Oh, I forgot she does that, Kim. I did forget. Yeah, I could do that. I could get it all put together and then on one of the lives just show what I got. And if any of you are interested, I could send it to you. Danny Joe, I'm finding I have a lot of scrap yarn. I didn't think I had any. But as I'm going through all this stuff, I'm finding that I've got quite a bit. And the yarn that I got for the hats is chunky weight. And I don't usually use chunky weight, so I'm having a hard time figuring out how to make hats with it. Yeah. Kim, I'll do that. I will get it all put together and then share it with you guys before anything. And if any of you want it, I'd be glad to send it. Because each one has a bag. I mean, I've always put, anytime I work on something, I find a small bag to put it in. But I didn't start putting all the yarn in that bag until recently. Before that, I would just, whatever ball I was working on went in with the project. But I have a hard time remembering what size hook I use or what the pattern is or what the yarn is. What kind of stuff are you looking for, Kim? I thought about hiring someone to just come in and go through this whole room and organize it. But that scares me because I'm afraid they're going to throw away stuff I don't want thrown away. And my kids are like, well, that shouldn't matter because your room will be organized like you want it. And I said, no, there's some stuff you just don't want to throw away. All right, Ellie. Well, I'm telling you, by the end of this month, I'm going to have it all gone through and ready to do something with it. So I'll set off an area to the side of stuff that I don't want. And then, like I said, I will offer it to you guys on my channel before I do anything with any of it. Yeah, I used to get these little bags off Amazon, and then I found Temu has them. And then Dollar General, let me show you here. At Halloween time, for like 3 years, Dollar General sold these little bags like this. So I would go in after Halloween and I would buy every one they had. And there's these black owls, there's white ghosts, orange pumpkins, and then there's green Frankensteins. So I have a small tote full of them, but I started using them as my project bags. Hi, Pebbles. Oh, I forgot you were doing some bunnies, Pebbles. Katie, I need help to organize that. I don't even know where to start. I get so overwhelmed. I'm frozen into inaction. I'm the same thing. Oh my gosh, same thing. Kim G, cotton blend, soft yarn, variegated. Almost any except pastels. Don't need pastels. I don't have a lot for pastels, I don't think. Oh, wow. Pebbles, she says, I take a picture when starting something, hook the ball band, and put in description of the text, the pattern. That is a great idea. Zoila, I'm learning from all of you with starting my yarn collection. Are you, Zoila? I was super excited the other night that when you won on Michi's channel. I was super excited. Of course, I get excited anytime I hear that you win because I think you deserve it. Katie, it's bad. I so badly want to feel good about the space I live in. And Katie, I'm right there. I'm right there. Miss C is asking for some bunnies and buddies for the children in backwoods, North Carolina. Oh wow. That is a great idea. Well, I will work on getting all my scraps put together. Pebbles and see what I got. And then Kim G, you wanted scraps too. Was it Kim G? I'll have to go back through here and write down what everybody's looking for. And the thing is, I come in here and I find yarn for a project that I want to do. So then I take a bag and I put the yarn in it now that it's going to take, and I put the pattern in it and the hook. And then I go to another room to work on it. And since I have such a hard time remembering the pattern and the hook and stuff. I only work on one project at a time mainly. So then that one project goes from room to room to room. And every once in a while, like when I was doing squares and stuff, I stopped doing squares, started something else, and then I would just do a square here and there because I was kind of getting burnt out between all the skull squares and everything. And so then I find that I have two projects going from room to room, you know. Katie says, Zoila, do you have a favorite fiber or yarn brand? Yes, Katie, that would be so awesome to find someone else that knows exactly what you're trying to accomplish, you know. And with me being disabled, I can only do a small thing at a time, you know. 5 minutes, I'm in here working, and then I have to stop. So it's all day long, stop, go, stop, go. Pebble says, thank you, Zoila. I'm doing 6 sunbunnies. Petunia is pregnant. And she says, excellent. If you all watch Friday's live, Miss C talks about it. All right, I'll go back in and watch that. I don't make sunbunnies, so I can't help with that, but I could always help with the yarn. I tell you, the videos I've seen of what happened down there in North Carolina is just sad. So sad. Katie, and someone that you feel comfortable letting see your clutter. LOL, that's reserved for special people. Lucky them. You know what? I agree. You know, between my mom's things being in my dining room and my yarn room, you just get embarrassed. You do. But I've really had a hard time dealing with my mom's loss for some reason. I mean, I never ever thought I would be still struggling over that. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go through her stuff. I kept a tote of her clothes that I want to find somebody that makes teddy bears or pillows, you know, and I want to have a few of either or made for my kids and my grandkids out of her clothes. And we found a ton of pictures. We had no idea she even had these pictures. There was pictures of her and my dad when they were in high school. None of us had ever seen those pictures. And then she had a whole big army trunk full of family pictures from years ago. They're all black and white, and we have no idea who's in the pictures. And my brother finally said he would take them because I said, I don't have room for them, and I don't have any idea who's in these pictures. So my brother's going to take those, but I'm ready to go through it and put it where I want it now, you know, instead of it just sitting in the corner of my dining room and stuff. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Kim G, that's an awesome idea. You can't go wrong there. No, and I was thinking, you know, even if it's just a pillow, you know, if I got somebody to make a pillow case or I could put the pillow in there, you know, but it would just mean so much to all of them, you know, just to have a little bit of something from her, you know. And my daughter, we did collect enough pairs of eyeglasses that my mom had, and she had these little chicken figures, and we collected enough of those. And my daughter's going to make a shadow box for all 4 of my kids, and put those items in there. And I love the idea that she come up with to do that. Hi, Suzanne. But I don't know. I'm finally glad that I'm to that point. Yeah, I do know Dory did it. And, it's funny is there's 4 kids in my family, 4 of us. And before my mom passed, not one of us had a chicken in our flower bed, in our garden, in our house, nothing. And when she passed, we all 4 of us ended up with a couple chickens, either for the kitchen or the flower bed or the living room, dining room, something like that. And now we all find that we are picking up chickens when we see something really cute. But so I ordered these keychains from Ellie for my grandkids, and now I have to order more because my kids want them. But um, they are so cute. They're little keychain chickens. And this started out because I want to make the emotional support chicken. And I've not done anything like that, but I did get the pattern, so I'm going to try making one. But yeah, so now I have Ellie. I need 4 more of these. Yeah, my daughter, she took the one I was going to keep for myself. She was the first one to see him, and she's like, I gotta have it, gotta have it. Kimji, they have a pattern you could use to make a bear, bunny, pillow, whatever out of her clothing pieces. Really, I don't know why I never thought to look that up because I have a sewing machine. I know how to sew. Pebbles, Dory know how to sew. She might make y'all something from the material. That's an idea too, Pebbles. Yes, Ellie. Everybody like my son even says he's taken one. That shocked me. Yanni Joe, I need a vacation from being a babysitting hermit. I'll go help you if my son will let go of me. There you go, Danny Joe. Get a vacation break. Kimji, maybe a chicken pillow out of her clothing. Oh, that would be cool. Now I don't think I could do that, but that would be cool. She took the one that had the blue and purple. It was the one that had more of the colors in it. Pebbles, exactly, Kimji. I've seen those patterns. I have not seen those patterns, but I'm gonna have to look it up now. Now you've got me thinking of another rabbit hole to jump down. Beth. All right, Diana, you've inspired me to get moving on things. Right now, I'm going through my mom's beads and getting stuff together to send to you. Well, there you go, Beth. We need to get together. You can come help me get through all this stuff. It's going to take me forever. But I come in here every day and I just do a little bit at a time, you know. Pebbles at the warm sunbunny burrow. Kimji, it wouldn't be too hard if you had a pattern. Well, that's true. That is true. And I have enough of her shirts and stuff that if I messed up on the first one, that I have more more clothing I could use. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Ellie, got it. My daughter kept one of those for herself too. LOL. They're super cute, Ellie. I mean, they're just adorable. No matter what color that you choose. I mean, there's 2 that I have left. The other 2 are gone. My son wants this one here, the brown one. So super cute idea, everything. And the thing is, the adults like them just as much as the kids. So I felt good about that. So, all right, it is after 2 o'clock. My grandbabies will be getting off the bus here shortly. So I think we're going to call it a day, but I will get stuff put together and do a live and see if anybody is interested in any of it. Pebbles, you can think on lovely memories of your mom as you create more beautiful memories to share with family. And you're right. You're right. And we all have such good memories of her, there at the end. We spent a lot of time with her. So, but I will get working on this stuff, or keep working on this stuff, and get stuff put together, and see what we can come up with. Thanks, Jen. Thanks for coming today. But all of you, have a good day, and thank you so much for coming and spending the time with me. And I will see you all next week. Bye for now.